a compliment, but from my favorite mid player here. Yeah, I mean, also Quinn being an NA player, maybe we can get some of that buyback action that Kezu's hoping for. That's apparently their only hope is Omar forcing the the recession bailout here for Quinn. Just keep buying him back in after failing.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. The battle. Run away. Kaori, he does not have dive. Is he going to die for the lack of dive? Or are they going to die on the other side? Dyrachyo dying needs to back away quickly as Ace takes some beatings in his backside from Amar, who's trying to kill him, which is different than dying.
It's a big backside. It's easy to hit.
That's right. A nice little
it's like a
connection.
side of a barn.
That's right. Wow, and just nothing happened in all of that. I was getting so hyped up for it, and just all fell apart.
These level 1 fights. So here's you know what? I'll wait.
Wait a minute.
I've got more great balance ideas. Don't
Wait a
worry.
minute.
Look at this sneaky play here.
Oh, damage out. Stolen bounty rune. Quinn chasing in the firestorm, and Tofu, he's the one that draws first blood. Amar, is he gonna go down too? Yes, he will. Quinn gives up his life, wants to come back into lane with full HP, while Celery, does he get brought down too? Tofu's still battling out with Kaori. They do bring down the Snapfire. Grandma dead.
Wow. All right, that was the best level 1 fight we've had in a while. I feel like lately they've been a little bit, lacking in terms of overall engagements. But that's a 2 for 2. No, my idea to really improve the bounty rune fights was that you should be allowed to take your ultimate at level 1, but then you don't get any other skills until you're level 6.
Wow.
And then you get all the points at once.
You just get like
so you just
noob.
mega grief your team because you just take your ulti for the bounty rune. You're like, it was worth, guys. Trust me.
Yeah, Dyrachyo sunders to save his team.
Yeah. And then the lane is just completely over. It's good.
This.
I think it would really improve pubs. So, just some more quality ideas here.
Well, I'm excited to see if that's implemented or not. As mid lane, we're seeing the battle already begin. Noob versus Quinn yet again.
Not as common of a matchup as the old Ember versus Pango, as they bring out the Tiny. Not a hero I've been seeing a whole lot of lately, but a bit of a classic. Noob has some classics. He loves the Snapfire. I mean, that's the hero, obviously, that GG picked up here, but ye olde Tiny. When he gets rolling, it's great. But, man, if there's one hero that can consistently disappoint me, it is Tiny.
What is it that is so disappointing about Tiny for you?
You got to do so much to have an okay game. It reminds me of like Lena before she was broken kind of deal. Tiny had this long reign where he was just busted, and now he's just kind of average. He's very Kunkka-ish, as the panel was saying, but I feel like harder to get going with.
Well, it's getting going good here. It's going to be a kill on to Dyrachyo. Omar goes down afterwards, and Amar, what about chasing Celery? It is a big-ass wave coming in, which Celery should be able to keep out of tower range while Amar starts to lose some of his wave over to the tower. So he doesn't lose a ton, but still a kill for the techies. A nice start.
Hey, I mean, that's what we need, right, Omar? Just got to get it done. He is the one who can perhaps save this game for them. So it's all on him, as Amar also wants to be able to see some stuff here. So I'm going to go for a little reconnect play here. And I took the time to look at Tiny to see what has anyone been trying anything different? The answer is no. It's all just Blink Echoes. The same old. But the last pro to win a game as Tiny 5 hours ago.
Who was it?
It was Noob. So there you go.
Wow. Feeling good this morning. I like to see it.
He's warmed up.
Can we open back up the chat log real quickly again? Because I always like to imagine that when players type in acronyms, they're just like making that noise with their mouth as bzz, bzz, instead of saying FPS. And that's what the issue is.
Are you offended that he didn't capitalize it?
Yeah.
yeah. No period at the end either. Like, is there more? Like, are you done? You're just full grammatically typing in your pubs. I believe that now is an optimal time for us to take Roshan. Capital
That's how
R.
I talk. But
Yeah.
I mean, I talk in full sentences too. So yes, it's very upsetting when that doesn't happen. God dang it, Trent! How dare you impugn me?
No matter what you do, they still don't listen. It's tough,
It's hard out here.
Do you also sign your tweets at the end? You know,
Dash Gabriel Cruz. No, I don't.
For every
I'm
time.
Not for that. Omar running around back there behind the twin gate, maybe trying to debate about heading on through and seeing if he can find some type of action going in. It's worth noting, like, you know, Ace, he's cutting the wave with Tofu. There's some potential there, but needs to defend, or rather attack, onto
that's an
Dyrachyo.
attack.
Whiffs the jump, and Dyrachyo will live for it. And in fact, Damar is going to get pummeled a bit by Celery there, but you can see already the aggression this lane has.
yeah, much needed. And I mean, like you said, we actually didn't have any Twin Gate action last game. The previous series, I feel like at the start of the day, we saw quite a bit of movement between the Twin Gate early, especially from Kataomi. Absolutely carried, by the way. If you guys missed the first series, I highly recommend checking out Kataomi's plays on his Pudge. He absolutely owned that game, and then on Klinks too. But Noob now in trouble mid.
Tofu, he takes that kill for himself after the rotation. Who needs a Twin Gate? You can just run mid and steal some runes.
It just doesn't seem fair. Why does this guy have 325 move speed? Is it the wings? Is that what it is? He just gets to run mid
Dyrachyo?
like that?
They jump again, and Dyrachyo ran under Omar, who jumped over him. So he blasted off and then did a little cow over the moon action and got out of trouble.
Thank you. Thank you for putting that reference in there where I'd recognize it from the whole child rearing. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah.
It's a good night.
Does that mean
moon for
Dyrachyo's
anybody.
the moon?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening here.
Yeah, he's the moon.
And Omar's the cow?
Yes, that would
Okay.
be. We're not mixing metaphors.
No. I mean, I heard Spirit Breaker's back, so maybe next game. If there is a
jump
next
over him.
game, of course.
Oh.
That's what quests are trying to force here.
Right. And the downside to it is that Dyrachyo did have to walk all the way back home, much like the moon does every night. As Noob is going to get hit in the mid lane, toss away, Quinn not able to do anything. He's getting close to 6.
All right. Well, we'll see if he can be a full moon and get nice and fat this game, or if he's going to be waning compared to game 1 in terms of lasses. Because currently, not looking as easy. You know, we barely had to talk about Dyrachyo in the last match, but the pressure is on this time. Finally, they're feeling some opportunity to get aggressive, and there's the zap from Amar.
Yeah, it doesn't have the arcane boots. Still going to go in for the Vanguard first instead. So, you know, the normal build that we see, but sometimes when they get the chain lightning, you'll see these Dooms pick up arcanes to just spam it out on them. Let's have 26 charges, though, as Tofu waiting nearby, ready for the 6-minute rune. They bring in Kaori. And a lot of spam of damage. Quinn has 6 now. Where's it going to spawn?
Yeah, Tofu just gave up. He's like, I can't handle this guy.
And he gets it. The arcane. And he might even go in for more. Arcane pops. Damage out. Noob may be in trouble. But Kaori tanking that concussive shot means that they can't go for the dive onto Tiny.
Well, down bottom, they do connect on the jump this time on a Celery, but Amara instead, he goes right on Dyrachyo after. Not enough, though.
Yeah.
That
Blood
sticky
grenade.
splits the wickets.
Yeah, that's not what they were hoping for. And Tofu now makes the rotation over. They committed their resources on 2 different heroes, and well, now Amar just beat the crap out of Celery. And suddenly this Tofu rotation's doing nothing. Dyrachyo, if he's not careful, he could die here
the
too.
blast off.
It's
coming
from
back.
down. Angle. Can they quite get it? He has another chain lightning back up in a second, but Dyrachyo makes his way to the tree line and gets out of
But
trouble.
look, where did Tofu go after that rotation?
Oh,
You
painful.
hate to see it.
Yeah, that's pretty rough right there.
Noob just told Kaori to go steal the Wisdom Rune. He drew a line from Kaori to the Wisdom Rune and said, go get it. I
know if
don't
he's
think he's
gonna.
going to make it in time.
I mean, there's nobody over there right now, so maybe
Is Omar
Dyrachyo
doing-
goes and picks it up.
Maybe Omar does the longest run ever here on this Techies. Where is he going?
I don't know.
He is. All right, he's eventually. All right, he's just doing a lap. You're just seeing where Dyrachyo might, see how the camps look like, see what's up.
He's getting his steps in, It's
Yeah, that's
important.
true. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Jump.
the bounty rune's still there while Omar finds Tofu. and the jump is going to be enough to secure that kill. Now, here's the thing. They might not think as Noob is going to get jumped on in the mid lane that they've taken it. Able to do another cow jumping over the moon action. Noob dodging that one. It's just my new catchphrase now.
It's really good. Yeah, stick with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going places. But they might just wait on that bounty rune or wisdom rune until the 14-minute mark. If nobody's going over that direction, they could get the double the value out of it.
Dude, there's a snap on your team. You're going.
All right. So
Like snap. All right, so last game you have Coddle and Silencer. When I saw that Coddle and Silencer, there was only one hero I was thinking of that whole game, and it was Snapfire. Because when you're Coddle and Silencer and you're losing, you cannot do anything. If you're winning, you can't do much either. You kind of just follow around the cores and you try and make them do stuff.
Right.
Snapfire, though, you hit level 6 on this hero, and like you just tell people what to do, and a kill will happen.
Right.
Like, stun this guy for 2 seconds. Not even. Just give me a mini stun. They're dead. Oh, that would have been a cute little play with the Cookie attempting to catch a diving KR as they force Phoenix off the top tower.
Won't be able to connect with it, obviously, but as you said, nobody defending that tower now. And
Celery
Dyrachyo,
comes bottom.
they move through. Amar, he does have Doom ready to be skilled. Actually, no, he didn't save a point. He has 2 in Devour, 3 in Score Search, and Infernal Blade. Okay. Ace gets jumped on now. And with TA2000 nearby, can Quinn make the difference to save his life? No. Waveform through to secure the finish onto that Underlord. TA2000 still hanging out here while they try and run down this Phoenix.
Noob's coming as well, but it's a long journey for a Tiny with nothing but treads. And Carry is still just on the run.
And they find him. Misses there on the Remnant, but able to bring him down on the second round. Mid lane, or rather, excuse me, down bottom. Amar, it's enough to kill off Dyrachyo. So good play there, and they find a couple more. Amar, though, he goes down. Celery had enough left in the tank to bring down the Doom.
How much did he just get? That was a lot of XP. He's almost level 7 now on Celery.
Yeah, it's quite the turn.
Jeez, that is a sweet thing to have for a Snapfire. And they just got so much, though, for Quest. Like, T2000 and New making that big rotation top. At least they finally get Tofu. Quinn, unfortunately, did TP out before they were able to get there. But, hey, at least they got some retribution. Of course, the initial kill there as well onto Ace's Underlord. Actually trying to slow him down for once in this game, as he is still top of the net worth, as he usually is.
Yeah, he has been able to just get very, very farmed and not doing as, again, Quinn calls it, the hipster builds. Instead, just playing easy Dota as he moves on in towards mid, finds Noob. They do get a stun off, only connects onto one. The Mind's dropped. And Omar doing some good damage there. Tofu tries to get in range. Concussive shot barely connects onto Omar. Yeah, and it looks like they maybe kill off the Sekis here. Blood grenade out. Nah, he's fine. Don't go for any more.
Noob very casually holding that stick. He was not concerned. He's braver than I am.
Still a bit of a struggle moment here for Curry, who's trying to pick up for not being able to have access to those runes, which is pretty sad.
It's all right. They'll get you level 6 at 11 minutes. That's kind of all right these days. Now we've seen some level 4s at like 13 before some of these games.
Right.
Things are looking up here. Again, though, Celery is just insanely farmed. I mean, mind you, this is partially because of the solo kill. He's actually out-leveling Dyrachyo.
Oh, my God.
Dyrachyo's jungling. Celery's just, like, fighting, getting kills, doing his thing. Those aren't... Well, that's not done. He has drums?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
So, the one thing that I will say, though, is that this feels like it's going to be much more of a relevant game for Morphling, because while you say, wow, Celery's so farmed, he's ahead of his Terrorblade, that also means Terrorblade's behind his Snapfire, which is not great for wanting to sort of secure a victory.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
Tiny, though, needs to be the one who makes things happen in this game, and he's being kissed on right now, but he might live.
No. Oh. Celery says no. Omar does kill Dyrachyo again. 0-3 for the Terrorblade.
Now coming in, Morph.
Quinn?
Oh, he's so
I
low.
mean, if TA2000 can finish this one off, it is so much value. And, well, he gets silenced as he's shifting down. Holy moly, that was close.
Oh, I haven't seen that one in a while. That was kind of spooky.
Yeah, the silence on Agi shift is really scary. They're TPing in. Do they know that Quinn is here? Noob running right by him. He's behind a tree, walks on out, sees him for a moment, throws out the avalanche toss. Isn't enough damage? Just not quite there. He doesn't have another one, but it's going to be enough. Quest comes in for the finish. This is looking way better.
Yeah, how many times he got away on that Ember? They needed these kills so bad right now. A massive relief right now for Quest. And yeah, Morphling just doing fantastic. TA2000. I mean, this guy has a Midas, a Falcon Blade, and is grabbing a couple kills right now. 4-0-0. It just mirroring, pretty much the opposite of Dyrachyo here with the 4 deaths, of course, and the no kills to his name. Just a trio of assists. But we're unlikely to see Dyrachyo for a while. We're expecting to see Celery, Tofu, and Quinn go nuts. This is a crazy killing trio right now.
Yeah, they have so much sort of outgoing spam potential. There are, again, relatively hard heroes to kill on the side of Quest if you're looking at cores at the very least, right? Like, Mar takes a lot. Tiny takes a decent amount. And on the other side, if you bring in a lot of heroes, Ace, does he manage to get out of here? No. Adaptive Strength form was already ready to go. And, well, Quest... A TA2000 Morph is looking like it might be the carry they need.
And they know right now. You can see the line from Kaori. He circles out there like, hey, they are moving here. They smoked and they're moving because he saw Quinn back and they know that they just killed Ace alone up top. And what does GG do every single game? This exact same play over and over again. They smoke their 2 supports with their mid. So that's going to cause Amara to back up, give them the space. Now, the downside, they're still pressuring and probably taking your tower. But at least you're not feeding kills. The question is, what else are you getting on the map right now?
Right. They are getting farm on a couple of different heroes. They're getting maybe a Wisdom Rune. Oh, interesting. If they can sneak over and steal that one, that's a pretty high value, actually.
It's nice. It is a long journey for a mid player to make, unfortunately. But yeah, I would say as long as he gets right back to farming, it is worth it.
Okay. Well, they lose the tier 1 tower bottom on the side of Quest. Top is also gone. Meanwhile, Gaming Gladiators holding on to all of their tier 1 towers. But for the first time in this series, it's Quest with a slight gold lead. And, lo and behold, maybe it's because they got this Doom first pick. They didn't have first pick last time.
I'm watching Amar do a lot of inventory management right now. So there we go. Finally gets that Octarine sorted. So looking great on this Doom. Yeah, looking like Ace and feeling good. So Amar, he has not caused him to buy back yet on Quinn, but doing pretty well. Oh, can he get out?
He's going through the portal. Does that keep him alive? Ace is over there, and Ace wants to try and run him down, but I think Noob just gets out now. Oh, DOT coming in from the Firestorm, but Ace providing an exit for Noob to escape the gank, and now Dyrachyo turns. Sunder wants to do what damage he can. Can he bring down TA2000 to the adaptive strike? And now the kisses raining down from TA2000. They get the vision, but don't have the damage. And now the chuck back. Omar finds Dyrachyo. TA2000 does die to Quinn, so it's a trade-off of a carry apiece. Can they bring down the techies to boot? It looks like the answer to that is going to be yes, maybe, question mark, no? Okay, Omar, he lives, and now Celery jumps back in, no more mana left over for a couple punches. Noob finds that finish now onto Celery as she is going to die on the Snapfire.
And Tofu?
Tofu gets zapped. What a great fight from Quest. I can't believe Ace just gave the portal to him to get away.
That's really where it all started. That's hard to believe. There was also no my bad chat line, so I do believe Ace probably needed to bind that one.
Right.
After such a situation there. Man, how about that play from Omar, too? I can't believe he managed to get the sticky as well as the blast off there. Oh, because they had the pillar ward. I was wondering how... Oh, wait, no, that's Radiant. Yeah, I actually don't even know how he did that so perfectly. That was sick. But he absolutely owned that fight and helping to bring down Dyrachyo there.
Well, and that's what you want to see from this lineup. If they can make it work around this Techie's massive amounts of damage. With that said, Gaming Gladiators picked up a big item right now. They just got the pipe completed on Ace on top of his mechanism. So disassembled Vanguard for that. This is a great fighting item for them. Kaori taunted. Damage out. Silence is there to the follow. And the Birdman is gone.
Do you think it's the items on Ace, like the brainless items that made him accidentally give an escape with the portal? Like he's losing brain cells quickly with these builds, causing
Maybe.
mistakes.
There's a
That must be what it
chance.
is. All right, look at this wraparound play though. Dyrachyo, he's got no idea. Cloaked in darkness.
They also bring in everybody through the portal, though. They're going to have crazy damage reduction, but one hero doesn't, and it's Dyrachyo, and it doesn't matter. They just mute him, doom him, but everybody else is there for the show up. They take down 4. Can they get the 5th? No. But 3 for 1, not bad.
All right, that was kind of a sick TP though. I got to give him credit to TP out of 4 heroes like that and just be like, they got nothing. I'm good.
Interesting. Well, it's not been a great game for Dyrachyo, if we're going to be honest, but he still gained gold out of that last death that he got. Now on the board with 1 kill at least, 1, 5, and 8.
Yeah, you'll take that
No
sack in
damage
that
done.
situation.
Wait, no damage done? The hell?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Where? No, they did that's XP change.
Oh, got it. There it is.
Yeah. Well, a secondary one there, but
Oh, because it
the
was a
replay.
deny. Oh my god, I missed that it was a deny. They denied Dyrachyo. Holy
Dire's
shit.
scanning.
Oh
midst.
no. Oh,
And then
Dyrachyo.
TP.
Poor.
Who actually gets it?
Radiant are
Oh, it was
scanning.
Quinn, of course.
Oh my god. What a catastrophe. Oh, Scriff, you're too good.
Saving us. Oh,
Sorry.
speaking of too good, the Deso's there. It's time to get some stacks going.
Let's see it. Oh my god, and they're going into Crimson next too.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah,
is under
yeah, it's a
attack.
sad one. That's a feels bad man for the old Quest team, isn't it?
Well, it certainly felt like they were keeping this game pretty even, and they were kind of on a roll here with the whole techies and the tiny thing going. But it comes back to just like keeping that ball rolling. And right now, he's just trying to get the Echo Saber. What happens when you get Echo Saber on tiny? It's like the story doesn't really change. You're just a little bit better at doing that whole like blink, jump, and
Radiant's
explosion
middle
thing.
tower
So
is under attack.
you can keep trying to make this work, but in the end, they're gonna have to wait until TA2000 is actively involved here. And mind you, that is getting close. Now he's getting the eggs after this Manta, which he just finished.
Well, there's the Deso charge that you wanted.
Who knows?
Quinn on it. Okay. Yeah. Game again, very even as Morphlane waiting. I mean, do you think that they have what it takes if this does go late enough for Quest to sort of have the upper hand against Gaming Gladiators? I mean, we saw the Aghanims lose against with the Morphlane Aghanims lose against Terrorblade last game. Does this one feel any different to you?
I mean, benefits having the Doom on your team is a pretty big difference. Like, it's frustrating playing into the Underlord, obviously, but this ability to just like try and remove someone who's key from these fights could be huge. Maybe it's Quinn, and he has no defense right now in terms of like a Linken's or something like that. I just think even getting on top of someone like Celery would be great. I mean, Celery is so annoying in these fights right now. Cookies, the ulti, and then the Glimmer Cape. Like, I don't know about. I'm sure you guys all feel that Glimmer is just unbelievable right now. Feels incredible. It's just like every single engagement feels like you always have to deal with it all the time in the game. And plus, for some reason, now you get a magic damage barrier. So I would certainly be trying to doom him. I feel like he's probably the best target to try and make things just like work well for you.
Okay.
And then if that can happen, if you combine that with the like overall mobility of TA2000 in this, maybe he morphs into someone like Quinn, maybe, or obviously the TB would also be great.
right.
Maybe that'll work out for them, but it is certainly uphill once again here, unfortunately, for Quest.
Just tossing Amar around a bit. Trying to reclaim some of this map pressure. Now they see Quinn on a sentry ward, but don't have the reaction that they were hoping for. BKB, TP out. Amar, wait.
Dire's middle tower is under
Dyrachyo started farming there. He hits a couple of creeps. He might have been able to bring him down, but not meant to be.
Let him go.
Yeah.
It was for the deny last time. Felt bad.
You know what they say about fishing, right? You let the little one go so you can get the big one later. That's what that was.
Calling Amar the little fish.
Well, for now, he's going to be a bigger fish soon when he gets the Hand of Midas gold, you know?
Oh, there you go. Okay, he becomes the big fish. Yeah,
Exactly.
There is always a bigger fish when it comes to creeps in the jungle, and Amar is that big fish, just constantly munching them all between his Midas and his Devour.
Dire's bottom tower has
Well,
He
they
should
find
get-
Amar again. And brought down low, did get the Doom off onto Quinn. Is there any follow-up? As of yet, there is not.
Ugh.
Slowed down for a second on Void Spirit. Have a toss. Tofu dead, but I mean, that's Doom used, and they'll need a kill on the Skywrath Mage.
All right. I mean, what's happening in this situation right now? Tormentors are both up. Roche is up. You've killed Sky. I would like to try and make another play with Noob if I could. I can't believe he's the one getting jumped on. This seems like a great opportunity for Quest.
Well, can they keep him alive and then turn the fight around? They might be able to. Omar, they get the Supernova off too. All the damage in the world, takes down Quinn. Celery. Oh, he didn't get off Little Shredder. Oh, the egg does not go down. Celery in trouble, dead. And now, even though they've got the Crimson Guard on Ace, you're right, it was a great opportunity for him.
Oh, man, if they were able to manage to save Noob there, that could have been so huge for them too. But, I mean, it is a worthy sacrifice to get Quinn. They're going to come out on top of that in both XP and gold. So, overall, they'll be happy about that. And the best part is that T2000 is just doing his thing right now, right? He just got a ton of gold in XP. He's
Yeah.
going to keep moving up there, and he is really close to eggs.
Yeah, I was about to have that one completed. Can make all the difference in the world. Still no Tormentor being taken as of yet for either of these teams. Not feeling like they have the most of value at it since they've already got, I guess, the Phoenix Shard. But yeah, game looking sort of still very much up in the air at this stage.
Part of the reason why that fight went so well is that it's just a situation where Quinn is jumping in first, and Phoenix is just right there, right? So,
Right.
like, I mean, this is Max Sunray. He's immediately able to, like, start trying to turn that fight. And even though, like, the death doesn't eventually happen, like, everyone's just so well-positioned there that I'm not expecting Gigi to take another fight that poorly. I'm not sure why Quinn was trying to force that so hard. But right now, they're the ones who are trying to maybe force a Roche right now. I mean, they have this Deso on Quinn, so that can obviously help it go down a little bit faster. They have a good idea. They're pinging quite a bit right now over in the direction of Quest, who are coming in smoked.
Oh, my
this
God.
looks good. There's no egg for 15, though. That's the big thing missing. We got to see what happens with the morph, though, as the eggs is there.
Yeah, and I mean, they're all grouped together.
This is not going down.
Dude, if they get here in time, they also just got a hoof stomp creep for Amar. The jump in finds it onto 2, the Doom afterwards, right away onto the Terrorblade. Do they have enough to bring him down? Absolutely. Amar's the one that gets the kill for that, and TA2000 trying to beat into Ace. He's really not doing that much damage, though. On the other side, I mean, Gaming Gladiators just don't have anything left in the tank. So they have to back out, although maybe Celery here can clean up the messes. Look at the damage coming from the Snapfire. Ace still goes down. So it's 2 for 1 so far as Omar moves in, finds the kill onto Tofu. Omar's going to die. Avalanche completely off the mark. They tried to find Celery. He glimmer capes, hides to the side, tries to walk away, and
he's so
manages to
good.
get out of harm. Okay.
They saw him, though.
Yeah, Celery.
hold.
They want to go back in and take the Roche, but I mean, this is still dangerous territory. Roche down,
All right,
but Quinn is out. Does Quinn want to come back in? He's still a ways away from
Dude,
this.
he's going to do it. Celery, he's thinking about it.
He has it. Jumps into the pit. How you doing? He went in a little bit early. Still Terrorblade moving in. They don't want to kill off the Aegis with Celery still nearby. Celery buying time. The rest of the team, they're coming in. Is it going to be quick enough, though? He gets bashed by Roche. Oh, Roche is solo. Quinn jumps in. Not able to save it with the Supernova down. He might get baited into death himself. Tries to jump away and will manage to escape. That was so close to amazing for Celery, but came up a little bit short.
All of this because they attempted a Roche pretty boldly from the side of Gaming Gladiators. It
Oh,
took
yeah.
a very long time to do it. They even knew that Ordu were nearby and pretty close to fighting. Perhaps didn't expect the Aghanim's to be done, but also just that beautiful initiation there from Amar. Obviously starting off that fight in a great way to jump right in there, get a giant stomp, give everyone perfect vision, how they want to set up and prep, and immediately dispatch Duraccio from the engagement. Quinn made a pretty cool play to get some cleanup kills there and try and help Tofu get out of there. But in the end, Oradu Thunder, formerly known as, of course, now Quest, really crushing that one.
Yeah, having a very good start to this. And now 6K gold up, Aegis in hand for TA2000. He is really starting to pop off. I mean, again, you have this like dynamic where aces all of these team fight items, right? They have so many of them. They've got the Crimson, they've got Grief, they've got Pike, but now Doom comes down. I mean, who needs auras if you get a 2-hero stomp and then the Doom onto Quinn? Amar is making up for the lack of team fight items with just sheer brutality of this insanely broken hero Doom. He's killing it.
I think we should just give Octarine Cores to all the Centaurs in the jungle.
Okay.
You know, we need these low cooldown war stomps because he makes it look real good.
God damn.
That was just, I actually can't believe that. That's disgusting. He gets 2 humongous multi-war stomps to just take this game. He has won this game right now. If they close this out, there's now a Scythe finished up on the Phoenix. I love this build. I'm a big fan of just rush Scythe on Phoenix. I feel like it's kind of the perfect item for the hero just because you have this Icarus dive and you tend to want to like position for Sunray Egg, right? And so if you can just check out that little Scythe right before at the start of a fight, it works out really well. Obviously, it's kind of risky to build the whole way up there, but this is a really solid game for it since Quinn has just gone so deep down the damage pathway since he's playing on this Void Spirit.
Right. Kind of has to. They don't have that other, you know, control, it feels like, on the lineup either from Quest. Like, it's all sort of weird control if that's not like that super hard lockdown, particularly like Avalanche being able to BKB through it or whatever. Now they have this answer besides just a straight up Doom to sort of start these fights and a low cooldown, low cost initiation. So yeah, really liking what Quest have been able to pull together. And for Gaming Gladiators, they gotta figure out what the hell to do now. I mean, the last couple of minutes have been catastrophic. It was relatively even. I mean, only, what, 5 minutes ago it felt like? And now a significant lead being built for Quest.
Yeah, it was even, but it also kind of felt like they were the ones who were able to take these active plays just because they had the Quinn on this Void. It felt like he could jump in pretty freely. It was unlikely that he would just get controlled into immediate Doom or Avalanche or something, but that has certainly changed. They're hitting these big plays. Now you get a couple mines across the river right in that same situation where they won that last fight, and they're getting squeezed out a little bit here from the side of GG. Got to reevaluate and figure out how they want to take these fights. They do have a Halberd picked up here from Ace. Going to be bringing that as a new thing to this fight, so could be a good choice here versus this Morphling if they get the chance.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a really good item to help deal with the Morph, but the issue's definitely been much more of that hero right there, the Amar Doom.
Don't go in. Don't go in.
Well, they went in on him instead. BKB popped. Back up in 60. Can they make something happen in that window? They're losing
this
towers.
is a tough one. Yeah.
Gwen jumps. Oh! Noob. Illusion Rune keeps him fine. They couldn't get the Remnant pull in time. Still wanting to play aggro into this Aegis. They go in, wait a minute, they find him? TA2000 just explodes. Now the jump forward, Dyrachyo, BKB out. Okay. This fight getting weird. Noob now, he pops his BKB. TA2000 does have his BKB still held on to. And finally now pops it, switches into the Morphling form, stealing a lot of that Agi away. Snapfire Kisses still going out. Kaori is very low on this Phoenix. But Gaming Gladiators just decide, fine, no Aegis, huge gold deficit, we're still going to fight. And they kind of win it.
Yeah, they eventually get the tower. They force up the Aegis. BKB used there, kind of taking away that confidence of Amar. He just goes back to farming. Of course, he still has the Blink and the Doom, and now the BKB is back up. So if they decide to force anything at the Tormentor or onto the high ground, that could be bad for GG if they immediately move into position here from Quest. But for now, they're not there. They're going to scale it out now from Noob. He's going to jump in and have a peek here and see that they haven't opted to try and take it.
Right.
It looks like they're going to come and take it instead right now.
Okay. So they will clean up this one, and that's going to be the tiny Aghanim shard, actually. So that's pretty awesome for him.
Yeah.
Techie's one kind of funky and weird, but interesting. Very interesting couple of minutes as Quest continue to build up this gold advantage. But saw in that last fight how quickly things can turn around.
It's these initial jumps that have been deciding it, right? I won the 2 big fights there for Quest, the Mars stomps and Dooms, and now in this situation where they grab the Ancient Seal and then the consecutive stuns after onto TA2000 there, just to take down that Aegis right away and sort of burn their opportunities for the fight, alongside just like the smoke mid that forced the BKB out of Amar. He can't position properly. They really, you know, it's like when you win a game when your Magnus just keeps jumping in and getting these insane RPs, and then you try and play Mag again, and you're like, wait, why is this happening? Because it's like, well, it's not actually that great to always be like, you're not always going to find those RPs.
Right,
and
that's
Amar
fair.
has had the situation where he just found these 2 incredible War Stomps into Dooms.
Right.
It's not very likely that's going to happen again. It's gotten them this huge lead, but they're going to have to try and figure out a secondary solution, which is why the Scythe is also really nice.
Right. Well, I did also see picked up for Quinn. He went into the full Manta and is going back for the Lincolns. You were doing some number crunching on these Universal Heroes, which Kezu was talking a lot about. Going into Lincolns next, what's the value of these items here?
Yeah, it's actually disgusting. When you do like the raw damage that a Universal Hero gets from these, it's oh, let's see here. Look, I still have I did a spreadsheet, guys. Don't worry.
Did you up it to the 0.7 you get now or no? Oh, speaking of which, there's a fight.
You're right,
They
I
find
did it.
Dyrachyo immediately gets eliminated, and all the numbers in the world aren't going to keep you alive against that one. As the Hex is out, they find Quinn. Do they have enough damage to bring him down again? No, and actually a buyback from Dyrachyo. BKB Amar wants to TP out, will manage to escape everybody from Quest. Going to get out of trouble, it looks like. As Celery finds Omar, but don't have the damage. Can't get him. Yeah, that
That is
lone
crazy that it's up to 0.7, by the way. Considering
Isn't
how
that nuts?
high it was before. Yeah, why did it go to 0.7? Isn't that a great
know.
question, guys?
things. Dyrachyo buyback though, and he still has meta. They're pinging for high ground. I mean, no Doom, I guess, for 35. I mean, punishing the cooldowns. Can they do this? Can they get this? Who cares if they're down 16k gold? They're just taking buildings. Teamfight items are pretty strong. Mar, he gets jumped on. No BKB, no reaction, no nothing.
Oh, they need him.
Amar starting to drop. They get the Sunder up, and now the turn. They need to get the damage here onto the egg. It's going to fall. They lose so much. Dyrachyo backs away. He isn't quite brought down. Omar jumps in, gets silenced. The Manta back away. Quinn, he's living through this. After the buyback comes out from Kaori, it looks like Gaming Gladiators are going to attempt to escape from this. And Ace, he's going to be the one that's left behind. Everybody else looks to be getting out of trouble. Dyrachyo, he does have enough to escape, but looks like
Wait,
Mar
does he?
finds an
Does he?
illusion.
Does
Mar's thinking,
he?
the chase, the Inferno Blade, they get him! The Doom comes out right in time. He is not going to have enough to get out. And that is the dieback.
I'm like just molding if I'm on. You know, that's such a pub death to see your carry player do. Like, he was kindly dawdling on his way out. He like hit a couple camps a little bit, and you're just like, please go home right now. And it's just those tiny little things. Slowing down just a little bit gets him killed for 90 seconds.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, and
Well-
look at that. Roche respawning in a couple seconds here.
They take the Tormentor. Morphling has an Axe, and
Psych.
the Hex initiation. Tofu's done. I mean, 55. No Terrorblade. Quinn is split pushing, but
Celery catching waves. They're glyphing.
okay. All right. Their wave is not dead, though. They still have double catapult here. I mean, look at the damage Quinn is doing to these buildings, though. This build is insane amounts of DPS.
Yeah, he is just raw. He'll get another like 40 some from Lincoln's, which is nuts.
Axe onto him. Doom back up. 8, 7. Can Quinn get out? Tries to jump away. Juke. And they do force them back. So in spite of losing an entire mid set of racks and Dyrachyo not having buyback, they still get a ranged racks for their trouble.
Oh, but wait, Celery. Almost caught that from Amar. He's really the bloodhound here, sniffing out these heroes, trying to escape. Got Dyrachyo, now he's after Celery.
Glimmer? No. not gonna
Trying to
do it.
blend in.
Oh, he
Doesn't
found Quinn.
look like a centaur.
He found Quinn.
Oh,
He
that's
found him in
better.
the
That
trees.
is better than celery.
Oh, man. What a play.
Dude, he is a bloodhound. And then they get celery in the end anyway.
God damn. Quest are pissed after that last game.
They're going to run their way to Roche, too, here. Cheese, as it is our second Roche here. Does get a ninja gear here for Dyrachyo, though, so that feels pretty good.
Yeah, that'll help him a little bit, it seems like.
That's the game. And everything's fine.
Surely. Almost overwhelming blink for Amar. And Roche about to go down. TA2000 has sold his Midas, almost has Butterfly completed.
This is the real Amar show, man.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy to think how he, like, for a phase on OG for a pretty long time there, everyone was basically looking to him to define the entire role of offlane.
Right.
Right now, it kind of feels like that's where Ace is, obviously, because GG are winning so much, and he's just like these iconic Doom and Underlord games where they just do it, like, they just shove it in your face over and over and over again and dare you to deal with it. So he's sort of been, like, taking the mantle. But, man, Amar just absolutely owning this game. He is so feeling it right now.
Yeah. He is slaying
Radiant's top tower is under
and spamming out these remnants to try and stop TA2000 from taking this tower, but it is not going to happen. It is not even a little bit going to happen. They're cutting waves again with Celery, but backdoor disabled, and TA2000 another set of racks going the way of Quest. Halberd still noob. He's going to come on in and punch him instead. Waveform through. Tofu in a little bit of trouble. They still have the Aegis in hand, so TA2000 just gonna back off from this. No fears at all. Quinn jumps in. Doom ready to go. They find him, but the Glimmer, it keeps Quinn alive, but not long enough. Is brought down. Quest wanting to close this game out, or at the very least put a huge dent in it. There is a buyback ready to go for Quinn, but not committing it yet. Noob, he decides to go back in. Has they gone a bit too deep finally? Noob pops the cheese, tries to walk away. TA2000 also getting gone on. There's the Hex onto Dyrachyo. A big pit connects now down onto 3. Omar starts to fall. Dyrachyo, he's getting gone on. TA2000 still on top of him. Sunder comes out, backs away. They've caught it really deep right now onto Quest, and they're going to get caught. One is punished there. They still have Doom ready. But they break him, they catch him right to the side, but immediately pops the BKB, jumps in, finds the kill on Dyrachyo. They are going to fall, and Quest are going to close this game out if they can finish off the rest of these heroes. GG is called. We are going to be going to a game number 3.
Ooh, Quest! I am so impressed right now. This game, like, they kept it even in the lane.